Graphic number 2. I was going to do this on Instagram, but my phone doesn't have enough power. Well, nope. My phone may have enough power. Let's set Instagram up too. Okay. So, as I figured out how to set Instagram up, this is not something that I really want to do, but I'm going to do it. Because honoring my word is a thing. Alright, let's see. Let's set y'all right there for a split second. Instagram, you guys will see me after this clip that I play. No, this has nothing to do with martial arts. Not directly. Alright, hopefully Instagram's getting this. Kind of hard to balance y'all out. Now, if nothing moves, and if Instagram doesn't fall, you know what? Instagram, hopefully you're getting this. Kung Fu Having number 2, hopefully you're getting this. Let me kill this light. Alright, so you're about to see this thing, and then I'm going to explain everything. First, let me mute this. Okay, so what you're about to see is a wrestling match, and things are about to go wrong. So for a few weeks now, people have been coming at me on Twitter for something that I said. And what I said was, you know, because I'm in the entertainment business, I'm just not discovered. I'm like not even technically close to being an independent, but I do my own independent stuff. So this fan just walked into the ring and attacked this guy. Alright? Now, most of the time, these things are set up. Alright? If you're not into wrestling, you don't understand how some of these things are set up. This, I believe, was possibly a setup because this guy that's attacking this guy, he knows some wrestling moves. You know, he knows how to fall. He's been in an arm bar. You know, he's not an untrained fighter getting into this ring. Alright? Now, I can't find the clip that I got, like, shitted on for Twitter. I can't find that clip. Let's see if we can fast this forward. Alright. Now, it then got kind of out of hand right here. You see the guy talking to him. You see the guy on the damn thing. And then you're going to see this guy from the sky take down this guy. And something's going to go wrong. Like that. Okay. So this isn't close to the video that I wanted. This is a proximity of the thing needed, but it's not like the video that I wanted. The video that I was shitted on Twitter was because somebody has said that if a fan touches a wrestler and the wrestler touches the fan back and the fan's getting his ass kicked in the video that I got shitted on. Alright, what I said was, as a fan, you know, I know the line not to cross, but a lot of people don't understand that this is entertainment. Alright? And some fans take this shit way too far. And the guy pet the guy on the back. And the guy who got petted on the back got pissed off and turned around and slugged the guy in the audience. Now, this happened somewhere in Asia. And Asia views wrestling a little bit different than America views wrestling. So let me point this out to you assholes on Twitter that are clapping bad at me for saying that it's all part of the show. Because in most cases, it pretty much is all part of the show. Some fans get to pat their wrestlers as they pass through, you know, like high fives and all that shit. And from where I stood in that video, I assumed that he was giving him a pat on the back. The guy didn't like the pat on the back, so he turned around and slugged him. I get both points of view. But the problem is, everybody's coming back on me on Twitter because they don't see it how I see it. Now, I'm going to cut my light back on. I'm going to move my camera and my cell phone back to me. Alright? Now, you don't have to agree with me. You really don't. But if you ask people who actually wrestle for a living, and if you go to Galaxy Cons and Independence and shit like that, where you see the wrestlers that come down the aisle to give them the high five, and some people tap them on the back, and no matter what mood you're in as an entertainer, you know, one wrong thing can ruin your career, period. So if I'm a wrestler, and rather I'm a heel or a face or in between, if I'm coming down there and you pat me on the back and I'm in a bad mood because I got to fight somebody who probably didn't wash their underarms before we got on, I'm going to be a little upset. But my job as an actor, as an entertainer, is not to haul off at the people who write my paycheck. Not like the big bosses who write my paycheck, but the fans, because without the fans, you don't get a paycheck. Understand how this business works. If you don't have enough fans, you don't get a paycheck. I understand this more than most people because I clearly don't have enough fans here on Instagram or on YouTube. And the people that I have on Facebook haven't swapped ships and joined me on Instagram, and they haven't swapped ships and joined me on YouTube. I got a few fans on TikTok. But the thing is, as an entertainer, you have to understand those boundaries of your job. All right? Now, I will say that if I was a female and I'm coming down the aisle and some pervert decides to grab a handful of my ass or graze across my boobs, then that wrestler or that entertainer has every right to fuck your shit up because you don't do anything sexual to anyone against their consent. Now, if you want to come at me for that on Twitter, well, then you're the dumbass. But I'm not a female. I'm a male. I'm all male, So if a male or a female start patting me on the back, I'm good. Now, if one of them goes here and gropes me there, yeah, now I'm going to haul off and hit this son bitch. I'm not going to haul off and hit the woman, though, because that might be the only action I'm ever going to get. However, if it's a dude and he grabs me right here, I'm fired because he's going to the hospital. I'm going to have to get a couple of lawyers because I'm not gay and I don't play that shit. Now, if a female grabs me right there, I'm probably going to let that slide unless it becomes a thing where every time she shows up at one of my matches, she gropes me. Now, if I'm married, then that shit's not going to be acceptable. But I ain't married. God only knows if I'm ever going to get married. And my crush, if she marries me, I'm pretty sure she's not going to allow that shit to happen. But, living in the real world and being single, if a woman decides to grope me, I've had this happen before when I worked at the movie theater. So I'm kind of used to it as long as it's a woman, but I'm also not married. Now, if I'm married, I'm going to respect my marriage, and that shit's not acceptable. But as a man and having another man, like either grab me by the ass or do some shit like that, he can hit me in the back. He can't grab me by the ass because he's going down. But, as an entertainer, there are lines that even the fans are not supposed to cross. Anything sexual, like grasping the crotch or grasping the boobs, no, that is unacceptable. That did not happen in the video that everybody is clapping at me on Twitter about. What happened was really a simple misidentification by me or by the people clapping at me because I believe in appeasing my fans. If a fan happens to be on a place where I'm making a movie and they want to talk to me, I tell them, just wait, let me finish the scene, and I will come and talk to you. I will give you what you pay for, Where if I'm a wrestler and I'm coming down the aisle and the guy pats me on the back, no, I'm one of those guys. I'm going to go and do my job, and we'll talk after the match. If they want to talk, they want me to sign some shit, we'll do that. The problem is really simple. I'm 5'3.5". I'm 127 pounds. No wrestler is as small as me outside of midget wrestling. I'm too tall for midget wrestling, and I'm not qualified for regular wrestling because of my height. There is no Mr. Puniverse wrestling, and if there is, I need a job. But because of my hip replacement, I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. But I can still do Kung Fu. So there's other roles I can play. So if anybody who works for wrestling wants to sign me, AEW, I'm available. Impact, I'm available. WWE, I'm available. Any independents, I'm available. Anyway, I have an extensive martial art background. I'm just not famous because I never got the chance to get into the UFC or any of these other places because at 47, They finally have decided to bring my weight class in 10 years ago when I was in the Army. By then it was too late. I was government property. And this is the results. Now, if I have offended anybody with this video about lines not being crossed and lines being crossed and my point of view, please, you can take it up with God. But this is basically for the assholes on Twitter telling me, you know, that wrestlers should go ahead and clock the motherfuckers in the face. I'm not disagreeing with you, but for that specific video, I am not going to agree with you, because the video I saw, dude came down the aisle, and yeah, the guy was a heel. The guy patted him on the back, and he got punched in the face for it. That is why I say that's a no-no, because he's a fan. He's a fan who doesn't know he's going to get punched in the face, pats the guy on the back, and gets clocked. And everybody on Twitter's telling me that I'm a dick because the guy should have got clocked. I don't agree with that. The guy shouldn't have got clocked because, one, everybody views wrestling differently. Now, had the guy grabbed the man again by the ass or by the crotch, fuck yeah, the guy should have probably got punched. But he just tapped him on the back. He didn't do anything else but tapped him on the back. Now, again, as I said 2 minutes ago, if it would have been a man grabbing a woman in a sexual manner or grabbing a handful of her ass, then yeah, the fan should probably have his ass ejected and beaten, or ejected and charged with sexual assault. You know, there are some lines you don't cross. If I'm meeting a female wrestler, I'm gonna shake her hand. If she hugs me, I'm gonna hug like this. I'll pat high on the shoulders. If she like, you can embrace me, I will pat high on the shoulders. I'm not going anywhere near her waist, anywhere near her breasts. I'm not doing any of that shit, because there's a respectful way to hug women with not getting sexual. Alright? Now, as far as my bros, if I'm hugging a bro wrestler, the arm in the middle and one over the shoulder. Y'all know the drill. Handshake, bro hug, that shit. We're cool. Now, if I'm a specifically famous person and I'm coming down the aisle and you're tapping me on the back, you're not going to be the only fan that's tapping me on the back. If I'm in that percentile of, this is the aisle, there's a seat right here that's like in striking distance, you know, if I'm coming down the aisle and they're all patting me and tapping me, fans do that shit. This comes with the job. There is a line that you do not cross, and that is the sexual line, but fans do this shit all the time. When you come into that ring, you are theirs, and they are yours. And because you have fans, your bosses give you more TV time. Because you have fans, your check increases. And the more fans you have, the higher your check increases. I need fans. And I need someone to sign me. Anyway, you also have to be exceptionally professional. You have to be exceptionally professional when you are in the entertainment business, because one wrong move can cost you your career. And you may never work again. And then what happens? You may not even be able to get a job at Walmart because you may screw up somewhere. No. So you need to be careful. When you're in this entertainment business, I will tell you the one thing that is 1,000% fact. Don't ever think you're not replaceable. Because we are. There's always somebody hungry out there. There's always somebody hungrier. I'm hungry, y'all. So I need to be signed, and I need to start working right now, because my independent stuff ain't working out. Thanks for watching. Come for Havoc number 2, BC and you. Instagram, I'll be back later.